What's up guys, it's Project Photography, fan of the video, and today now I'm not sure if I actually told you guys my story of me actually getting into photography. So I'm going to dive into a little bit of that at the beginning of this video, and then at the end we should talk a little bit about why photography. So for me, I actually started photography back in high school. I was about a sophomore, so if you do the math, that's about 2016, give or take. And I've been doing it ever since then. I am a junior in college now. I'm going to be a senior next year, so your boy's graduating after that. But it's crazy to think, you know, this entire journey that I've been on with photography. With it, I've been able to travel to incredible places like Joshua Tree, Hawaii, even Northern California for school. All these places are a result of me pretty much wanting to do photography and being into it and enjoying it. And I actually originally started out buying a camera because I wanted to do YouTube. I remember buying a Nikon D5500, which was an incredible camera, but not necessarily the best like video camera on earth. I'm not sure why I decided to go with it, but I'm glad I did because I really enjoy the Nikon brand, the colors, everything about Nikon I really love. And without it, I don't think I would have been very much into photography. And I was doing YouTube, you know, making videos with my Nikon D5500, and there was a point where I saw this video. It was pretty much saying that like, oh, to practice your cinematography, you should practice your photography, like just like work on shooting photos and whatnot, and like capturing scenes and working on that as a practice for cinematography. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I actually wanted to be a cinematographer back in the day. I went to SFSU, which is a school I'm currently at right now, because I wanted to do cinematography and all that. But then after, you know, picking up the camera, shooting more photos, I became really infatuated with the idea of photography. I really enjoyed actually going out and shooting photos. I really enjoy just creating amazing images. And my earliest videos in this channel were from, I think, 2017, give or take. I mean, it's been a while since this channel has actually been here. If you guys haven't known, if you guys want to go back and watch my older videos, don't, because they're just so like not polished like these videos are. But anyways, I mean, I started that journey, and then from there, I picked up landscape photography. I did everything from portraits, landscape photography, baseball photography, sports. I just enjoyed everything and anything possible. And then over some time, I want to say it was my first Hawaii trip, is when I actually really started enjoying actually just shooting, you know, landscape photography, because that's kind of what you shoot when you're in Hawaii. You shoot landscapes and enjoy that type of stuff. And from there is when I really like fell in love with the idea of landscape photography and realized that I was actually pretty good at it. So from there, I get my tripod, different filters and whatnot, and really deep dive into this idea of landscape photography. Now, fast forward a few years later, running my YouTube channel, I'm working as a freelance photographer for Max Prep, going and shooting at high school games and all that fun stuff. And it just made me realize, you know, why do I even do photography in the first place? It's because of that first love, picking up a camera, enjoying the feel of it, and really just diving deep into the niche of photography, the art form of photography. And I just realized, you know, how far I came and what those individual decisions led me to being the photographer that I am now. And when I think about the question, you know, why photography? I think about, you know, not photography as an art form, but as a form of expression, a form of telling the world who you are. And for me, the reason why I really enjoy creating landscape photography in the first place is because I love nature. I love this idea of just going out and finding the most amazing places possible and just photographing them. Because to me, nature is one of those things in the world that it's not replaceable. You can't find anything as beautiful as nature. It's so pure, and it just makes you feel a sense of like serenity, just being in those type of environments, shooting what you want to shoot, and just showcasing what the world has to offer. I did landscape photography because I love nature. I do sports photography now because I just love shooting sports. I've been playing baseball since I was about 4 years old, and I've been coaching for like the last 3 years, and I absolutely love baseball to death. It's one of my passions. I would say I probably love it more than photography, but it's just, you know, one of those things where you put the two together and you create a really good formula of something you just love to do. Which is why I believe this like Max Prep thing that I've been doing has been so much fun. Like when I go out and shoot games, I come back with these great photos and I just upload to the site and they do the rest of the work. It really allows me to just focus on my photography, focus on creating amazing images, and just enjoy the game as much as possible. Because when I'm out there, not only am I creating amazing photos, but I'm just enjoying what the game has to offer. So why I'm saying this is because when you think about your own life, when you think about your own aspects of photography, when you're transitioning from being maybe a hobbyist photographer to a full-time freelance photographer, you need to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why are you doing photography? Is it for the money? Is it for the fact that you think it's just something fun you can do as a job? Or is it because you really love what you do? Figuring that part out allows you to understand, you know, what parts of photography do I want to jump into? What niche of photography do I want to jump into? You know, you need to think about what you love outside of photography. Like, do you love like nature, hiking, exercising, all those other things? And what parts of photography can complement that? For example, if you enjoy interacting with people, you enjoy talking to people, you're a social butterfly, portrait photography might be perfect for you. And maybe senior portraits and weddings and all those type of things will probably be right up your alley. If you enjoy being a journalist, covering the latest news, the hot topics, photojournalism might be the best work for you. And let's say if you love sports photography and you love baseball, football, basketball, all these other things, you might just jump in and do some sports photography for a living. So for you guys, if you're thinking about, you know, moving into that freelance direction, or even just being a hobbyist, you need to ask yourself, why photography? Why? What is the purpose of doing this? Is it because I love it? Is it because of the passion, all that? From there, you can figure out, you know, what you love about photography and mesh that with the different aspects of your life that you love as well. And I think it's especially hard to say that, you know, without photography, I would be able to do a lot of these things. It's really hard to say that, but I think just understanding, you know, why you want to pick up a camera in the first place is a very crucial aspect of figuring out where you want to go with photography. Maybe you don't want to even go anywhere. Maybe you just want to enjoy photography for what it is. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know. There's going to be a certain point where, you know, a lot of people are going to want to disassociate from having to work so much, or just going out and shooting just for the heck of it, just because they can. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you and what your preferences are. And I just think it's fun to think about, you know, what aspects of photography you really enjoy and why you do them. And I think that's a really crucial question to really bring yourself back into like reality, into why you want to do this in the first place. I think there's a lot of people, especially my friends, you know, they kind of just pick up a camera, blah, 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 and they just shoot around just for the heck of it, but they don't really have like purpose or drive or reason why they're even doing it. Even as a hobbyist, it's okay to, you know, understand that there might be a passion, there might be that certain drive to go out and do it, but there might not have to be like a need to actually make money. You can just enjoy what you do. But I think at the end of it, if you do photography and you really love it, you need to make sure you have that passion and drive to keep moving forward, whether it's as a hobbyist or as a career. And if you are thinking about moving in that career-oriented direction, you know, you need to think about what two aspects of life, what parts of life do you enjoy that you want to mesh with photography and make it one whole career even. So let me know what you guys think about this. It's just kind of like a random topic I thought about. I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory as to why I even do what I do. I really love photography. I really love all these other aspects of it, and I really want to bring you guys along for the ride. If you guys want me to talk about sports photography by any chance, because I know this is mainly a landscape photography channel, let me know down in the comment section down below, because sports photography and landscape photography are definitely my favorite aspects of it. So let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys want to see. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comment section down below what you think on this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.